If you don't work out on a Sunday, I highly recommend that you change that. Make Mondays your off day, because I'm here at the gym right now and it is barely empty. I can do anything I want. So what I normally do is I have either legs, because on Monday it's packed, or it's arms, because I enjoy hitting arms on a Sunday. If you've never done it, you gotta try it. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, because what is my split then? Well, we'll get into that later. But right now we have arms today. It is Sunday, it's a good day. We're starting with a seated incline curl superset with tricep pushdowns. I'm gonna start with tricep pushdowns, so it's gonna be tricep pushdowns and then seated incline dumbbell curls. I'm using this right here. I got it from Amazon. It has been the best. I'm gonna leave it down in the description, but it's like an ergonomic rope. You can place your hands in there in like the perfect position, because when you use a rope, it always ends up hurting my hand. So you can use any rope if you don't have this one, and if you don't want to buy it. But I ended up buying it. I keep it in my gym bag. I use it whenever I do tricep pushdowns. The incline that we use for the seated incline dumbbell curls is important. If it's too low, you're gonna put a lot of stress on your shoulders and it's gonna be behind you, and then it's not gonna be as an ideal movement. This is too low of an incline. I use 6 or 60 degrees on my bench. They have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's usually gonna be the second to last pin, to where you're not sitting straight upright, but you're one under that. It should be right there. For this one, we're starting lighter with the movements because it's our first tricep and bicep movements, and we're gonna increase the weight each set. The problem with bringing your own stuff to the gym like this, I left it on here for maybe 2 minutes one time. I walked away, remembered that I left it here, came back and it was gone. And I looked all over the gym. It wasn't even like someone was using it. Someone just straight up stole it. I ended up finding out who it was. I got it back. Now I have to remind myself, make sure I put it back in my gym bag when I'm done. And I know you guys would never, but just for future reference, don't take things that aren't yours. It's something you learn when you're 5. Just be a good person. Just because it's the first movement does not mean we don't train to failure. We just talked about this and I legitimately almost forgot to take it off again. Navigating this bench around the gym is probably one of the most annoying and difficult tasks you could ever do. But it's worth it for this next movement, trust me. The next movement we're doing is a Smith machine JM press. I highly recommend only doing this movement on a Smith machine, but I've seen it done with just regular barbells and dumbbells. I'm gonna show you exactly how to set it up though, and how to go through it properly. So the JM press works the triceps. It's basically a skull crusher and a closed grip bench combined into one movement. It has become one of my favorite tricep movements. You're gonna set up a flat bench right under a Smith machine. You're then gonna lay down and see exactly where the bar is gonna fall. You wanna make sure as the bar comes down, bring it towards the middle of your chin and your upper chest. So right there at your neck area. Now, this one you're not gonna wanna take to complete failure strictly for that reason. I set up under it with no weight on the bar, and I will just see how the movement feels. All right, see, so the bar comes down perfectly. When you do this one, you wanna make sure as you bring the bar down, your elbows don't go below your torso. You wanna make sure that they stay aligned, and it's only really a hinge movement with your elbows, and then right back up. You don't wanna have your arms fully out. It's gonna hurt your shoulders and your elbows. And you don't want to bring it too close in because it's going to hurt your wrist and you're not going to get that great range of motion. You got to find that little middle sweet spot. So for this one, I treat it more like a compound movement where I'll do 2 heavy working sets. I'll take them near failure, so 1 rep shy of failure. That'll be it for this one. Then I'll move into a little bit more volume for the next movements after. The next thing we're going into is a rope hammer curl. Imitates using dumbbells as a hammer curl. Then we're gonna superset it with a single arm crossbody tricep extension right there. So we're just gonna go back and forth. This one we're gonna do about 3 sets, and then we're gonna do drop set for the rope hammer curls. My arms have probably been one of my biggest insecurities to this date. They just don't seem to grow like my other muscles. It started when I first got into the gym too. It was one of the first things where I was determined to grow them. And after my first arm day, I asked the trainer that I was training with how much longer until I see progress and see my arms massive. It's been about 5 years and they have yet to grow to where I want them to be. The gym's a cruel place. I lied about doing a drop set here because we're going to do a drop set at the end of the workout. We're going to just do our working sets and then move on. So the next move we're going into is an easy bar reverse curl. This works the bicep brachialis, and then a little bit of the forearms, and we're going to add in a little bit of a twist to it. So instead of just coming down with the bar, as soon as you get to the bottom of the movement, you're going to curl in to get a little bit more work for your forearms. It's forearm curl, reverse curl, that's 1 rep. We're going to do anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. I decided because it would be too difficult with dumbbells. We're finishing with a drop set on rope hammer curls. You're gonna start at a heavy weight, go for 5 reps. You're then gonna decrease the weight. I did 3 pins. Then you're gonna go for 10 reps. I decreased the weight again after that. 3 pins, went for 15 reps, and I decreased the weight by 2 pins, and then go for about 20 reps. If you fall in between 15 to 20 reps, that is totally fine. It feels impossible to get the weight up at that point. Let's talk really quick. The arm day that's in this video was filmed about a week and a half ago. Since then, I have worked out maybe twice, and it has been the worst workouts ever. It's like 30, 45 minutes. Go in there, do like 3, 4 exercises, and I've just left. I, in the past week, have been dealing with some really bad stomach issues, and it has kept me out of the gym. The stomach issues has led to anxiety, and it caused me to have like a major panic attack. They do say people with IBS suffer with more anxiety when it comes to their stomach and issues when things arise, and I had a really bad stomach issue 2 years ago, and it was like more like salmonella poisoning, and it put me in the hospital. It was very scary, and I think that's what has led to so much anxiety towards it. But I'm doing better, and I am starting to go back to the gym. That is just why if you've been on Instagram or TikTok and seen, I haven't posted in a while, in the 2-week span, which is a while for me. Normally I post daily on there, and then I'll post once a week here. So it's just kind of crazy. It's hard to get my head okay with it. Sometimes, you know, you just need to take a step back and just worry about your health and worry about you. I'm ready to be back. Like, so ready to be back. I am going to Arizona this weekend for a bachelor party. I'm going to try film a lot of that, and then I'm going to be back and hopefully back on schedule. Now, the split that I was talking about in the beginning of this video, I said I didn't really have one. I've been trying to think about what I really want to do and how I want to go about things. There's 2 things. One, not yet, but I will be training for a marathon, and that's going to start in about a month. I'm going to be running more now, but the actual marathon prep is going to start in a month. That is going to be a whole series, but it's going to be a hybrid series because I'm going to be doing training in the gym and I'm going to be running. 2, right now I basically have decided on what split I want to run until then. And even during that time, I'm probably going to run the same split. It's going to be push-pull legs, chest, back, shoulders, abs, and then arms on Saturday or Sunday, whichever I decide on that week. That's how it's going to go. Because when I start running, I'm only going to want to hit legs once a week. And this time I will promise you I will be hitting legs. I've run 2 marathons before. Last marathon prep, I hit legs maybe like 3 times in the 3-month span. I'm not going to do that again. I will make sure that I am on top of it, especially if I'm being consistent and I'm filming for you guys. I got to make sure that I'm on my shit. Excited for that. I'm excited for those things. That is what is getting me out of this funk that I'm in right now, because I've just been in a funk for the past 2 weeks. I have not done anything. I've had no motivation. It's a very normal thing to feel like that sometimes, especially when you get to certain ages and you just start feeling lost, and if you're on the right track for things, and when shit hits the fan and, you know, like health things come about. The important thing is to feel it in that moment. Yes, do what you need to do for it, but then don't dwell on it. And that is what I'm trying not to do. I'm trying not to let this go longer than it has already. I want to just get back into my routine, get back into a rhythm, because that is going to get me into the mental clarity that I need to do the things that I want to do and to achieve the goals that I want to achieve. If I just feel sorry for myself every single day, every time I wake up, and I'm like, why do I feel like this? I can't do anything because of it. I will never change. I will never get out of that mindset. It's just going to become worse and worse, and it's going to be a spiral effect down. I've noticed it's, for me, anxiety, it becomes a spiraling effect, like in a negative way, when I allow it to just take over, and I can't let it take over. I have to, like, I love the gym, and I'm out of the gym for a week and a half because of it. Also because I've been losing a lot of electrolytes in the past 2 weeks. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give you guys TMI and gross you guys out, but I've been losing a lot of electrolytes in the past 2 weeks because of my stomach issues, and I've been trying to replenish them, and I just feel so weak in the gym, and that is why I also stayed out of the gym. I'm trying to take the right steps to get back and to be healthy and to just get out of this mental funk that I'm in. It happens to everybody though, so don't feel bad if you get into those things. Make sure you're doing everything you can possibly to not stay in the same situation, because it's very easy to just feel like a victim in it, and it feels like it's forever, but it only feels like forever because you can't see the light at the end of it. I promise there is. It's just, again, you got to work towards that. And it does help talking to people. Just tell people what you're feeling, people that you trust, people that will help you. I have realized that bottling things in does not help. It makes things a lot worse. And I have learned to voice what I'm feeling and the stresses that I'm going through and the things that I'm worried about. It has helped take off that stress from me, because now I know that I'm not alone in the situation. Even though it is my problem, I'm not alone. And it's really big. It's really important. So find somebody you trust. Just know that you're not alone in those situations, and it's not forever. Just you gotta make the effort to get out of it. I know it's not easy at all, but it's possible. I want to bring you guys in on everything, and I want to be completely transparent. My stomach is feeling better. The anxiety is subsiding. We have a trip to Arizona this weekend. I'm excited for that. And we're just going to get back on track. Now, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you want to see the marathon prep / hybrid training series that I'm going to be doing, definitely subscribe. A lot of workouts, a lot of things. I'm just going to start filming my life. So subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this. And if it's not a great day, it will be. I promise. It'll come. Just work towards it. Now, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.